How exciting. I think we're live. The little live thing. It said started. Oh, but we're there. I think, and then on the. But I think we are. Anyway, how are we doing? Is everybody okay? Is everyone having a splendid Monday evening? I do certainly hope so. It's still been nice. It's been nice today. We had some rain yesterday, so it's not been hot and sweaty, and I haven't had under boob issues and all that sort of stuff. So that's gone really well, and things have been going rather well. Right, what I'm doing is I'm just checking out my dealio here, trying to make sure that all of my live control room stuff is all working as it should be. Nice to see that there's plenty of people in chat already. That's rather splendid. Thank you very much for joining me on this wonderful Monday night. Every time I do this, I do say that I'm going to put a lot more effort into letting people know far ahead of time that it's going to happen. But on a Monday, I generally will get to this point and think, fuck, I really haven't got enough time to record and edit a vlog and get something out. So it's coming out rather late in the evening and just happening. So those of you that have seen me live on one of these live vlogs, or even one of the reruns of the live vlogs, which I know wouldn't make them live, but if you've seen them before, then you'll know that generally what I try and do is do some vloggy bits up front. And then we go through a little Q&A time just for a bit of a chat, a bit of a conversation with you guys, and see what's happening. So hopefully tonight we're going to be doing that as well. May have a special guest later on as well. Fingers crossed. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully my internet will keep up with things. It's been absolute gash of late, so fingers crossed it's going to happen. What I do need to do before we get started is I need to pop a battery in. Got to have a mech mod. You've got to have a mech mod when you're doing a live stream. It's the law. It's a thing. You have to do it. Right. So let's just say hello to people while people are joining in, and so we can have a bit of a look-see and see what's going on, as they say in my neck of the woods. Let's have a little look and see who said hello so far. Let's have there's been a lot of comments already, hasn't there? Look at this. What have we got then? Jay's Vape Reviews. He's in. Go and check Jay's channel out if you haven't done so already. How you doing, Jay? G Shire, Dino, how you doing? Nice to see you. Chris Borrett, first time catching a live vlog. It's not that exciting, I'm afraid, Chris, but we can pretend that we're kind of in the same room. Should we do that? Do I keep glitching on the screen? I keep glitching on my end, but I don't know if that's YouTube or my gash internet. It says that I'm running at a 720p stream, so it should be coming up okay. So, what, somebody disliked my video already? Casper's mentioning. It doesn't surprise me, to be honest. It doesn't surprise. I am being extremely lazy by doing this one, but I've been spending the rest of the day kind of doing recording and stuff. So I've been too busy doing that stuff to really record the vlog. So we got the Asmodus review out first thing this morning ish, and then we got the Maze V3 that was recorded and put out just before I came on air this evening. And also I've recorded another review holding a couple of or showing a couple of DigiFlavor kits, one of which I think is fantastic, which is done and in the bag, and that'll be coming out tomorrow. So yeah, so I'm trying to get ahead of myself. So I'm going to try and record 3 again tomorrow, and then we'll move on. So just have another little look and see who's going on. Hello, Andrew Neal, Kieran Road, Dorothy Ward, Kev W, Monkey Business Vapes, Paul Ray, Lynn Smith, Gerardo Gerardo, Sharif Amir, Barry Miller. Barry, how are you, big birdie bugger? Hope you had a great birthday, by the way, Barry. It looked like you probably had a jolly good time. Hope you had quite the hangover the next day. Josh Rhodes, Gareth Martin, Vape Geek, Robin O'Fry. What else we got going on? Liam Shepherd, Mark Bailey, Martin Horton. There's a lot of you. I will try and catch up a little bit later on, as I mentioned earlier. So hopefully you'll all we'll get to have a chat. I think that looks like it's probably got enough juice on it. I can't remember what flavor's in here though. Still don't know what flavor that is. How do you vape something and still not know what flavor it is? Oh, I think I might know what it is. Yes, minty nana. Oh, having a go. Is Mr. Todd in the house? Is Mr. Todd in the house? Looks like he actually is. Hello there, Mr. Todd. Lovely to speak to you. Haven't spoken to you for ages. What else we got? Oh, we've got a few more people coming in. Triple X Vapes, hello, from across the pond, maybe. Are you in America, Triple X Vapes? I think you might be. Queer Your Vape, nice to see you. Hello, everybody. I'm hesitating buying the Avid Artisan Daedalus coil there. The Daedalus is the tits. It just makes my life a million times easier, and I love it to pieces. So, yeah, there we go. Yes, now, I don't know if I am glitching, but I am glitching on my end. So I don't know if anyone answered last time I asked, but it's happening. It seems as though the stream is being fairly solid, I think. Fingers crossed. Now, fucking then. So, for those of you that haven't seen it before, I did say this a few minutes ago, but for those of you that just joined, that haven't watched one of the live vlogs in the past, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through some regular vloggy bits up front, and then after that we then open up the conversation and have a bit of a Q&A with you guys, bit of a chat, bit of a this, that and the other, and see what's going on. So hopefully we can have a bit of communication. I have no intention of doing a 2-hour vlog tonight like we've done in the past. Hopefully we can have that as a little bit more sensible. Fingers crossed. Now then, what I'm going to do actually is, if I'm just going to adjust my bandwidth. Now this could, oh no, that's saying medium will bugger off. Now I've just adjusted my bandwidth. I'm just looking at my at the chat there for a second. Let me know if the quality has really gone downhill. If it's gone really downhill, I'll boost it back up again, and we'll have to deal with the glitch now and then if that happens. But yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. It looks like it might be okay. It looks like it might be okay. Still banging through at 720 stream. Everyone happy? Oh, Romani's in the house. Hello, Crisscross. Brilliant 80s group, Crisscross. Loved it. It's frozen. Still okay. Schwartzy's still fine. Cubes are still fine. Daniel Wright, you may need to have a refresh to get things going. I don't know. Like I said, don't know if it's my I don't know if it's my internet or if it's the oh, it looks like I just glitched then. Anyway, fuck it. We'll go back up to the medium and just keep it there. Shall we? Let's keep our fingers crossed, gang, that it's all going to work. I do worry too much about these things. I should just get in and shut the fuck up and get on with it. But there you go. Right. Let's have a little toot. When we do get to the conversational bit, by the way, we've got a couple of things you can do. You can always start your question or something with @VapingBiker. That just highlights it for me so I can see it on this end. But at the same time, if you do want to contribute to the channel, and I'm not normally one for asking for this sort of stuff, and I'm not going to now, but I know some people like to, then you certainly can do. I believe down near where you comment there's a little $sign or something. I found out after the last stream actually that that YouTube rather cheekily take 30% of that. How rude is that? Cheeky bastards. But yeah, but there you go. It all goes to helping out the channel. So if you do want to do a super chat contribution, you're more than welcome, and it's much appreciated. And it will make sure absolutely that I read out your question. Not that I'm holding you to ransom. I'll certainly try and answer everyone as much as I can. Oh Christ, looks like people have lost the feed. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Not getting any audio, but it's buffering a lot. Oh my days. See, this is a YouTube thing. It's all working fine and dandy on this end. Okay, so if you're still hearing me, I've changed that. I've changed my quality down again for bandwidth usage down again. So if you are still hearing me but you're not seeing me, then refresh the page and that should jump straight back into it. But yeah, it's just YouTube being a bit weird. It does strange things. It's one of those things. I used to stress like fuck about it, but not so much now. I recognise that it's just a bit of a worry. So right now, I said that I wasn't going to make any notes, and I pretty much didn't. Oh, Rolly Todd's in the house. Hello there, Rolly. Nice to see you, buddy. Nice to see you. How is it up there in the northeast? Oh, he's in a shitty hotel. That sucks. Rolly, if you want to put your Instagram name in the chat, my friend, I'm quite happy for you to do so. Rolly does some brilliant photography with a lot of boxing stuff as well. So if you like sort of boxy things and you like some cool photography, then go and check out his Instagram. If he does pop the How's Your Father up on chat. For those of you watching on playback, I'll try and remember to get that Instagram address from him, and I will pop it in the description. Don't know why I pointed over there. I mean down below. It's not even any alcohol in this, you know. Ah dear. Right. So let's have a little look-see. So like I keep saying, I'm going to be doing a little bit of vlogging first, and then we'll get into the chats, and I'll be paying attention to seeing what's going on. Cool. Good. Right, let's crack on then, shall we? There's not really a great deal to show you guys. I have told you before that I've had so much stuff in of late and such a huge review queue with so many things sort of happening, and either sort of stopping reviews or just kind of getting in the way and things and stuff and what have you, and a massive amount of gear. So I have actually said no to quite a fair bit of stuff unless it's been particularly impressive. So I've got a few things to show you, but nothing too massive. I did just see that Rolly said that his Instagram, Rolly Todd, ROLYTODD. Go and check it out if you like boxing and photos, because they're good. So right, let's now have a little look, see what we've got. So first off, what I am rocking on top of the DNA 75C, which is the paranormal from Lost Vape, is the Suck My Mod tank. I don't think I had this on the last one. Now, yes, I don't review tanks before anyone starts getting all upset about the fact that I'm doing a tank and I say I'm not going to do tanks. I know that's the case. However, I'm making a special fucking exception. That's the word I'm looking for. Special exception on this case, purely because it's Matt and I like Matt. So, and it's my channel and I can do what I like. So that's what's happening there. So we're looking at this little Suck My Mod tank. That's going to be up for review in the coming week or two. I've been using it a fair bit. I did have quite the challenges with this to start with, to be honest. Building it to begin with was an absolute pain in the hoo-ha. It really was. I just could not get it to wick how I wanted it to, and it was just being an absolute pain in the dick. A few people are asking what drip tip. This is one that I asked Gary Dibley at driptip.co.uk to make for me, and I actually asked for this shape as well as a wider ball version, which looks like that. Look, da-da-ba, look at that. Look. Oof. Yeah, because I wanted something that would sort of complement wood and look a little bit funky and sit sort of quite flat at the top of an RDA or a tank. So I thought that was quite funky. So yeah, anyway, that's what the tip is. But no, I think it's a quite a funky little setup. And now I've got it working how I like it. Jobs are fucking good. Not too bad a vape either. Not too bad a vape. It produces. I have gonna. For fuck's sake, Dean. I am going to be putting a bunch more builds in there before I actually get to anything close to reviewing. I have currently built it 4 times, I think, over the last week, also I have re-wicked it 6 times, something like that. So it's had a fair amount of work in it already, but I am going to be putting a lot more into it before I do the review. I know there's a lot of reviews out there already, and that's not my place to say whether people are doing reviews quickly or not, but I think that generally you guys kind of appreciate something that's been looked into a little bit more. I know I certainly feel more comfortable talking about something when I've put a whole bunch of time into it, in my opinion, for me, you know. Now then, I do have to make an apology while I'm on doing the best I can with reviews, because I did review the what was it? It was the Goon V1.5. That's what it was. And I completely forgot, with everything that was going on, which I'm not going to discuss until a little bit later in the video. But because of everything that was going on, my head wasn't in the right place, and I completely forgot that with the airflow on this, it is screwy. Now, when I do, or when you do look at the Goon review, you will see in the description that there is a link to my Instagram post, which you can also see on vapingbiker.co.uk as well, that shows you the issue with this, which is with that airflow. So what you're doing with this essentially is that's about as closed down as it will go, because if you go any further than that, it will open up the other end like so, which is a bit of a pain in the dick. Now, there's two kind of trains of thought going on with this one. One is, do you buy a Goon and then try to really kind of bring your airflow right down? Are you achieving anything with that? Probably not. So does it make that much of a difference for those people that are interested in the Goon? Once again, probably not. But does that make it okay that a manufacturer has not fixed that issue? No, that does not as well. So I think that's something that should have been fixed. It should have been mentioned in my review, but I forgot. So yeah, I'm sorry. It's one of those things, but like I said, it happened, and I did put the details down in the description pretty much straight away. I think within 24 hours, to let people know what's going on. Jason, only just found out the Goon is made in China. Yes, sir. Yes, it is. Absolutely, absolutely. Right. Now then, what else have we got? Hopefully, everyone's playing nicely in the chat there. I see Dino's letting Benji know what bike I ride. Thank you very much indeed, Dino. Much appreciated, my friend. Much appreciated. Redneck Vapor, are you going to review the 1111 mod anytime soon? Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. I don't know anything about it. So it's certainly not something that is going to that's going to come in without me knowing about it, I imagine. But no, I'm all ears. I will have to check it out now. I'm going to have to look on Instagram and see if I can find it. Now then, what else have we got? Oh, well, look at that. Look, we've got someone being a peen arse. Let me just do boom. Done. Right, there we go. That's deleted someone. Now then, right, what else have we got going on? So we've got the Serpent Suckman mod edition, and that's happened. That is getting plenty of energy to make sure I get the best out of that, so I can relay that to you guys. As well as that, we did also get in the Vaporous RDA from Watofo. Now, a professional reviewer would have that on hand. Hey, look, I'm almost a professional reviewer. I've got one there. And that's not the drip tip it comes with, obviously. But I'm having a good old rock with that. And to be honest with you, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. But more surprisingly, even though I have not got batteries in it, this Lacimo thing, when I've had previous ones of these, it was shit. But this one doesn't seem to be. It's not brilliant. It's not brilliant. Don't get me wrong. But it just doesn't seem to be performing too badly at all. So yeah, that'll be up for review as well. What I'm going to try and do actually is I'm going to try and get kind of a mod RDA, that kind of alternation. Alternation, is that a word? Yes, that's a word, isn't it? So it's not just kind of pushing a whole bunch of one particular style of product at you sort of constantly, because I think it probably covers more people, you know. Look at that. Look, Vaping V1CK is in the house. Nice to see you, Richard. Thank you very much for joining us. Very kind of you, sir. There's a load of people load of people going on here, and I will come back to you. Don't forget, I will be checking the chat out properly. As once I've done my little vloggy bit, I'll come back to the chat, and then we can really open up to have that conversation. Is that cool? If in the meantime anyone does do a super chat contribution to the channel thing where the $ is wherever you comment, then that will come up, and I will that kind of alerts me to that, so I will make sure that I read out that question immediately. But like I say, not holding you to ransom, just saying that in case it's super urgent. I don't know. But yeah, I'll come back to the chat in a minute. Bear with me, you crazy bunch of you. So what else have we got? I think I talked about the Gorgon in the past. This is the RDA. It's a big fucker, isn't it? This is the RDA from Svo Mesto, and this is a cloudy, big build, angry RDA, and it's a bit of a beast, I've got to say. I think this is actually going to be getting a review sooner rather than later. There is about 4.5 million pieces to this, but it's certainly an interesting little affair. And one of the things that Svo need to do, as well as anybody else who thinks about doing this on an RDA, stop putting glass areas in front of where your coils go, because it's vapor. As soon as the vapor comes out, you can see fuck all. So it's pointless, absolutely pointless. So yeah, but other than that, it's a beast. What we've got is we've got air holes all along the bottom here. You've got air holes all along the top here. You can open them up, tighten them up, close them up, bung them up, and everything in between as much as you fancy. So you've got this big, huge thing on top of it, or you can in fact have a little cloud cap like that, which you just bonk that on, and then it's just a big chunky monkey of an RDA. But yeah, this is going to be coming out pretty soon. If you're looking for stockists in the UK, then it's creme de vape for those bad boys. So what else have we got going on? And someone just said, Morris said, Svo Mesto? Yes, the K-Fund people. They did that. Big net. Hey. So yeah, so that's all happening now. Then I think that just about covers the new stuff that's come in. I'm pretty sure it does. Oh, one thing for those of you that have got mechanical devices, you may or may not have seen my Instagram post t'other day, but if you're looking for a cleaner, this stuff is fucking marvelous. This is really good. I'm very impressed by this, and I got this off Amazon. It's cheap as you like, and it brings up your mods marvelously. That's one of the copper ones that I polished up days ago now, and that works fantastically. Oh, Mooch is in the house. Hello, Mr. Mooch. But yeah, for this I'll try to remember to pop it the description down below in case I'm too potato for you to be able to read it. But if not, you can always go on to my Instagram and go and check that out. Or if you go on to vapingbiker.co.uk, like I say, you can check out my Instagram posts on there as well. Vape Ross Vape, thank you very much indeed. It's much appreciated, the sentiment and the contribution to the channel, so that's very kind. I think it's probably now a good time just to mention, I'm not going to go into this because I don't want to get emotional at the whole thing. However, those of you that know Dizzy, my spaniel, she unfortunately lost her fight against kidney damage and various other issues that she had wrong in the middle of last week, and we had to say goodbye to her. So that was a desperately upsetting time, and not something I'm going to go into anymore tonight. But yeah, it's been fairly horrific, and dealing with it. If you're a pet person, then and you've ever gone through it, I guess you'll understand. But no, it's been truly horrific the last few days, and yeah, life just hasn't been the same. It's been very unpleasant. So yeah, it's been a bit of a challenge to try and get my shit together from doing this tonight, but I figured jumping in with both feet, get my stuff together and get things moving is the best way forward. So that's what's happened there. So now then, in more positive doggy news, not my doggy, but the raffle for Buster raffle for Buster's leg. I will be doing an updated video for Buster, hopefully tomorrow. The amount that you lot as subscribers and people that have followed me on social media and what have you have raised is absolutely mind-blowing. It is by far and above more than any other raffle, in fact possibly more than I've raised in all of the raffles that I've ever done, and we are very, very close indeed to the total amount that they're looking for, but I will go into that in more detail tomorrow. Let me just have a sip of tea. Is that all right? That emotional stuff, when you get that tingle in your head, it's rubbish, isn't it? Not enough sugar in that. All right then. So I'm not reading the comments because a lot of people are saying very nice things, and that'll just set me off, I'm afraid. So I'm just taking a break from the comments and talking directly to the camera, just because, yes. But I appreciate all your sentiments, and thank you very much indeed. In other positive news, if you're on my Facebook page, on my Vaping Biker Facebook page, then you will already be aware of it. But there is a website called The Mighty, which I'm quite pleased to say published one of my little articles. I did a little article about fibromyalgia and ankylosing spondylitis, and they published it. And a couple of days ago, they shared it on their Fibromyalgia on the Mighty Facebook page. If you want to look for it, like I say, fibromyalgia on the Mighty, it's on their Facebook page there, and it's quite humbling. You know, it's nice to write something outside of vaping, even though it kind of said thank you to you crazy lot for watching, and but it's nice to have a little outage in a different environment. It's nice to be able to write something and other people kind of think it's pretty cool as well. Speaking about writing, fuck me, the segues are just going straight in, I tell you. Speaking about writing, there will be another written review up on my website tomorrow. Absolutely. So that's going to be from young Ian again. It's very, very exciting. And Ian has actually got ahead of me on something, because his review is on the Cheetah RDA. Now, I have used it a little bit, but not as much as I would like to have done for everything that I've mentioned previously. But he has been using his that I sent him, so he's actually got his review coming up on that, which is going to be awesome. So really looking forward to reading that. I've had it in my inbox for a couple of days, but haven't got around to getting it up online. But that'll be going up online tomorrow. I'd hope to get it done today. Schwartzy71 says, good article. I'm sure it does. Luke Allen, thank you very much for your £5 donation. I do very much appreciate it. That's all going to be any money that I raise from kind of now on. That's outside of the Buster thing, as you know, for Buster and his owners and what have you. That is a completely separate thing to me. I don't go anywhere near that money. That has nothing to do with me. But any money that's raised on the channel now will all go into a pot to pay the horrific vets bills that we encountered with Dizzy, unfortunately. But anyway, let's not bring things down. Be positive, Dean. Be happy. But thank you very much indeed for that contribution. Let me say your name again, Luke Allen. It's much appreciated. Now then, yeah. So the Mighty happened. Really pleased about that. That was all very well and good. Enjoyed it. It was cool. I think that's all of the, like I said, not much new stuff has come in. Now, quick looking at the videos that have been out since the last review, obviously, last vlog. Obviously, we did the monster raffle. I still am mind blown about the fact that it's raised as much money as it has in like a week and a bit. That's just ridiculous. Since then, we did the Pulse 22. That had a bit of a kind of a mixed reaction in the replies and comments on that one. So that was fairly interesting, and I still think it's a pretty interesting review. I did mention in the comments, Tony B did comment in the comments. He commented in the comments. I like Tony. I think he's a great guy. He has sent me an email, and I'm looking forward to reading it. I noticed that it's there, but I haven't had a chance to get into it after everything that's been going on. So I'm going to be getting into that and having a good old chat with him about that, which I'm looking forward to, because I think he's a good dude. So that's awesome. Thank you very much, Fro T, for the £5 donation. Once again, that'll be going into the Dizzy pot. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you very much indeed. Coco Cat 12, thank you very much for your $10 donation. That's incredibly kind of you also. And big hugs back at you. So thank you very much indeed for those. I do appreciate it. Now then, after the Pulse 22 came the Admiral 2700, and once again, you know, it's essentially the broadside, but a little bit longer. And the unfortunate thing is with that one is that you do lose a little bit of its USP because you lose the inner sleeve when you put in the 2700 battery in. I would like to have seen that to be just a little bit wider and had that insulator on the inside at all times like the broadside did. It hits very closely as hard as the broadside, but not quite. So yeah, I mean it's one of those things. But no, still a damn good mod, really. Still very, very good indeed. And it's also nice to be able to have the 2700 or 18650 if you really want to. Morris Heath, you are a scholar and a gentleman. Thank you very much for your £10 donation. That is incredibly kind of you. That will be going in the pot as well. So thank you very, very much indeed. After the Admiral came the Goon V1.5. Well, we've already discussed me fucking that one up, haven't we? So, yes, I did mix the, I did forget to include the dubious airflow, but, you know, hopefully rectified that in the description. Fairly sharpish, but, yeah, just one of those things. It's a little bit of a pain in the dick, but there you go. That's that. We've discussed that already. Cliff notes, if you didn't know about it, then it's one of those things where if you're going to buy a Goon, would you want to close up the airflow? Probably not. So it's not really going to make that much of a difference to your experience. Does that make it okay? No, it doesn't. But it's still, I think it's a pretty good RDA, to be honest with you, if you take that quite royal fuck up out of the equation, to be honest. Volker, no, you are going to interrupt me because I want to say thank you very much, Volker. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much for your €5 donation. That is incredibly kind of you, and will go into the pot as well. So very kind. Thank you. After that, yesterday, I think it was the Minikin Reborn touchscreen solidness from Asmodus. That came out. I did the review on that one. A mod that a lot of people have had and have reviewed for quite some time, but I hadn't reviewed it, so I just wanted to go over with it. Over with it for you guys. So yeah, we've got a little bit of that in there as well. And then finally, we did do the today, just before I came on air, we did the Maze V3 Squonkable RDA, a little 22mm little affair, which if you like that kind of thing, then it really is a little corker. It's a splendid little RDA, still rocking it on top of the Geek Vibe on the Geek Vape G-Box S100. I think that's what it's called, isn't it? That is discontinued, so you won't be able to find one unless you can find old stock in a shop. But I am, like I've said before, reliably informed there is something else coming on the way, which is going to replace it, which I'm very, very excited to be able to talk about. So that should be very good indeed. Now then, let's just have a very quick look in the old chatty poos, shall we? There we go then. Right, let's have a little look here. So oh, Flitzy's in the chat. Hello, Flitzy. How you doing, buddy? Flitz is coming over for Vape Fest this year. That's very, very exciting. West End Vapors. Hello, sir. Nice to see you in. Thank you very much for joining me. What else have we got? Who else have we got? Pardon me, Michael Bodine the second. Hey, how you doing? Go and check out vapemats.com, purely because my vape mats are on there and they're awesome. And Michael keeps forgetting to take them to events in America. But those of you that are interested in the vape mats, those of you that I'm sure you've all seen them, but I will show you because I do get asked now and then. This is one of the little ones, obviously, and the bigger mat is the regular size mat is regular mat size, but it's got a whole bunch of stuff on it, same design on it, and I don't know if we're doing the big fuck off pro mats. I don't think we're doing those ones, but the regular ones, I have a new delivery in the UK now. So if you want one and you're in the UK or the EU and you don't want to pay the crazy postage from the States to here, then go on to vapemats.com, send them a message via their contact form, let them know what you want and where you are, and they'll tell you how much it is, and I can post it over here from here, which is much, much cheaper. So that helps everybody. So that's the thing. Now then, what else have we got going on here? There's a lot of love out for Flitz, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him, to be honest with you. I think Flitz is a very, very nice man indeed. Kaz Hellcat, I don't think I've said hello to you. Christoph Eggar, how is your night car NFF01? Which one's the NFF01? Is that the bottle mixer thing? Is that what that is? Is that the NFF01? What's the NFF01? Have I got one? Ah! Or is that the charger? I've got the charger in the bottle mixer. What's the fucking NFF01? What else have we got going on here? L Ashton, lovely to see you, L Ashton. And L Ashton, nice to see you. Thank you very much indeed. What else have we got going on here? Flitz again. It's going to be, I think Flitz is going to be having his mind blown at Vape Fest this year. That should be quite interesting. What else have we got? Timothy Vander Walker, the Vaping Bike. How are you, brother? I'm going to send you coils. Are you really? Do you know where I live? Do Thank you very much anyway. AJ McLean, missed you on the Vape team. Absolutely, I will be on the Vape team again. It's just with the whole Dizzy thing, obviously that meant that I couldn't do it on that night because I was crying my little eyes out. So that wasn't going to happen. Now then, what have we got here? We've had some contributions that I've missed. Chris Borrett, thank you so much for your £10 donation. That will go into the Dizzy pot. Thank you very much indeed. Mark Bailey, thank you very much for your $5 donation. That's incredibly kind. Is there a way to chip in where you get all of it instead of 30% to YouTube? No, I wish there was. But no, unfortunately not. That's the thing. Don't know, but there you go. Rob Motion, want to hear Vaping Biker do some Joe Satriani? I can do some Joe Satriani, but not today. What else have we got here? Oh, we've got another one here. Oh, where's it gone? Where's it gone? Alan Davey, thank you very, very much indeed for your £20 donation to the Dizzy Fund. That's incredibly kind of you and very, very much appreciated. So thank you so much. What else have we got? There's been a bunch of people going on here. Kim Warner, Vaping Biker with Tofo Ram Squonk Mod. Absolutely. Saw it today, and I'm not going to make my decision on it until I see one in the flesh. I'm not super impressed currently, but we'll have to wait and see once it turns up in the flesh. So we'll see what goes on with that one. Now then, what else going on there? What else is going on? Hang you on. There's things happening. There's people watching. Shit going on. Look at this. Look, 40 minutes. Oh, it's very exciting. It's very exciting. I can take that off. I've done all those new bits and bobs. I think I've done all of the regular vlog stuff. I think. Very sorry to hear about those of you over in America that have just been banned with flavors. That blows so hard. I can't understand how that can even be a thing. But what I would like to know about, actually, for those of you over there, I would really like to know if they've also tried to ban flavored concentrates, because that's not something that I've been aware of as yet. Nobody's mentioned that I've heard. So I'd like to know if that's inclusive of flavor concentrates, or if it means, like a lot of places now, that people are being really kind of pushed into making their own juice and DIY, because that, I think, would be super interesting to know, to be honest with you. What's going on here? Yes, Timothy Vander Walker saying Alien Staggertons, absolutely. Most flavorful vape I've ever had as a coil builder. That's splendid. To be honest, I don't really notice the difference when it comes to Claptons and Aliens. I think they both work pretty similarly, to be honest. And when it comes to kind of anything with a staple going on in there and the gap in between, then yeah, absolutely. Then I think that probably does make a difference. But there you go. Let's have a little look going on here. Shell Logan, thank you so much. I really appreciate that $25 donation. That's incredibly kind of you, and thank you very much indeed. That will go into the vet bill pot. Very kind. Thank you. Right, what else have we got? There's a few other people. Incitatus can't hear anything, apparently. Back again. That was weird. Ooh. Okay, then. DJ Proazy? DJ Proazy? Should we say that's your name? I don't know if it is, but I think it might be. Let's say that is your name. What's a good mouth to lung that won't break the bank? Well, I did look at some mouth to lungs a little while ago. If you can find the Digi Flavor Siren, that's certainly worth checking out. That's definitely worth checking out. They've actually stopped production on those in favor of bringing something new out, but I think they may be running down on their stocks on their own website. I'm not entirely sure, but if you can find one kicking around in a vape shop online somewhere, that's worth buying, because it's a cheap and cheerful one and pretty darn sweet. Now then, what else we got going on here? Joshua says no, not DIY. So that means you can. They people over. Are you? Is it San Francisco? Is it? I can't remember. Oh, it's shocking of me, isn't it? But does that mean you can DIY over there? If you can DIY, I suppose that's a thing. That's better than fuck all. Nightcore NFFO1, the magnetic stirrer thingy. I was wondering if you can mix out 100 ml of high VG juice from Christopher Egger. I have been using it. And to be honest, one of the things that seems to be a challenge is the very, very small little avalanche. The little pill things that go whizzing around like monsters. A few people have mentioned how small they are and the fact that it stops you stirring up some of the larger things. Those of you that may not know what we're on about, that is this magnetic stirrer that is from Nightcore, and it's for stirring and heating your e-liquid, which in essence should help with the steeping time. It's not going to stop it, but it should help bring things along and get things mixed up nicely. So what I've done, rather than dealing just with these little things, I have gone out and purchased a couple of what I believe are longer ones, misses, and they should be arriving tomorrow. So I imagine I'll be able to get a good go on that one and see what happens, because I think that they've said that there is a kind of a maximum amount that they would be comfortable with saying it can stir, but I think that's going to be down to the pill size. Now, I don't know if the magnet in it is going to be big enough to drive it, but I'll let you know more when I know more. So the review on that should be coming out soon. But otherwise, I'm actually quite liking it. Right then, what else have we got going on here? What else? Oh, there's a couple of very nice people going on here. Shal, I've already said thank you to you, but thank you once again. Stuart Cowan. Stuart, thank you very much indeed for your £10 contribution. That's very, very kind of you and very, very much appreciated. So thank you so much. On top of that, we've also got Kaz Hellcat. That's just a badass name, isn't it? Thank you so much for your £20 donation. That's incredibly kind of you, and is all going. All of these donations are going into the vet bill fund for post Dizzy. So thank you very much indeed. So. Yes, I think we're now in that full open let's have a chat thing, I think. Right, fucking then. Ha-ha! Now, Matt English, you're a very nice man. I love you. Matt English, more velocities than any man should ever have. Right, so we've covered all of the videos, we've covered Buster, we've done all that stuff, we've done things, we've done stuff, and everyone's aware of it. Now then, by the way, just as a quick one, if you're someone that has a disability, then there is a nice little group that's been set up on Facebook. If you like that sort of thing, they're all very pleasant, nice people, called Vapeability, VAPABILITY. Go and check that out. Go and join up. It's not kind of, you don't have to be confined to a wheelchair to be in it. It's for those people that have disabilities, care for people with disabilities, and all that sort of stuff. It's just a pleasant, nice little group, and hopefully it doesn't go ridiculous size, so things go a little bit pear-shaped. But no, it's a jolly nice little group. So go and check that out if you are there, because hopefully as that goes, there'll be more kind of helpful bits and bobs when it comes to vape gear that if your hands don't grip properly like mine don't, or whatever else, then there could be some other options in there for you. So that might be worth checking out if you are on Facebook. Now fucking then, let's have a little drink, shall we? This Underdog mod, by the way, just look at it. This, to me, is not an overly technical mod, as you will see when I do the review. But there is nothing not sexy about that mod. It just makes me so happy. Look, it's Mr. Todd in the house.
And I switched YouTube off this time. Did you see that?
Well done, sir.
Right, don't let me interrupt you. You keep talking.
No, I'm just talking about this. I know you think it's going back in time somewhat, but this, to me, is it's just fucking gorgeous. It's absolutely lovely. Now, I believe that up to now, the Underdog people have only been producing the coloured ones for events. But they're going to be doing more of them. So yeah, hopefully you'll see this sort of finish a little bit more. But it's standing up to the test of time brilliantly and doing a really, really good job. Big thank you to Mick Blizzard for contributing £5 to the channel. Very kind. Thank you very much indeed. There's been a lot of very kind people on here tonight, Mark. It's all going to help with the old vet bills, but it's been rather bloody splendid. There's a lot of nice people in the world.
An awful lot of nice people in the world.
Fucking right. And I don't know if you've seen the raffle of late, but I think we're now probably about 800 quid away from Buster being able to get his leg fixed, which is amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
It is. It's stunning. So thank you very much for auctioning off a couple of your bits and bobs as well. And I'm getting that going into the fund. I'm sure the owners will be incredibly grateful for that one.
That's right. I've got another shed next door full of stuff. So
that's what you get for being the #1 vape reviewer, I imagine.
For the next month at least.
No, you got 3 months until I beat you, so it's all right. Loads of time.
3 months. I won't be better. I won't be better at all.
Jordan Watson said, can I join the group with autism on Facebook? Yes, Vapeability. Yeah, crack on, get on over there, go and check it out. Jason, you're gonna have to tell me how I pronounce your last name, my friend. Entignap. I don't know how that is, but he loves his Underdog as well. It's bloody marvelous. It really, really is. Now then, there's lots of people saying hello to Mr. Mark Todd. How are you signed in tonight, Mr. Mark?
I have no idea.
How do people contact you? If you do want to ask a question to Mr. Todd, then please try at Todd's Review. See if that comes up with him.
Yeah.
If not, at Mark Todd. Either one. Hopefully you should see him. What? Dragon's Den is starting to sell squonkers.
Huh?
What, Kim? Kim Warner, Dragon's Den is starting to sell squonkers. I think, Kim, you need to explain that. I think we need to understand a little bit more about what's going on there. What else have we got happening there? Vape for Us Vape, thank you very much for your $2 contribution. That's very kind, and it's much, much appreciated. So thank you very much indeed for that. Don't call us nice, he says. Lovely. Can I call you lovely? Hi from Georgia and Vape. See, look, they've tried to be clever there. Look. They tried to put Vape Street with a V8P, but that's Vape Street. Is that the name? Is that the name of your shop, Alex? Is that the name of your shop? Can't give a donation. Super chat does not work in Georgia, but I'm participating in raffles when I can. Thank you very much indeed, Alex. That's very kind of you, my friend. Now then, check the coilology coils. Yes, yes, yes.
Evolution Vaping.
Evolution Vaping, good work. Yes, got them in stock, I believe. Are they? Has he got them in stock now? I think he has, hasn't he?
I think they're coming very, very soon, if not.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So go and check those guys out. What else is? Oh, let Vape Boss Vape has put another couple of bucks in. Thank you very much. Then Paul Paulson, you sold me on the Tomahawk X. Now my bank account is upset. Thanks for that. That's quite all right. I feel no guilt. Now then, here's an interesting one that you might be able to wade in on, or your experience, seeing as you've been vaping since 1942, Mr. Todd. Liam Shepherd says, ordered Aspire Cleto coils off eBay, said they were genuine, checked the scratch code on the Aspire website, and they don't exist, but they're working better than my genuine ones.
Happens a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, doesn't it happen where, because was it Coil Master at one point in time that you did the scratchy, or was it Kanga? I can't remember. But you went to scratch things up, check it on the website, and it told you fuck all. But it was still, no, Nightcore. But they were still genuine products, but they just they didn't have their website sorted out.
We used to get 100%. I mean, from Aspire Direct, we used to get coils from them and scratch and sniff, and they came up as they didn't know who they were. So I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Absolutely. What else? What else we got going on here? AJ McLean says, should I hold off on the Lost Vape drone in favor of the upcoming Geek Vape one? I couldn't tell you. There you go. If there's any other time you want no information, then feel free to give me a shout. Someone's asked about Todd. There you go. Incatators.
Oh, Inky.
Where's he gone? He had a comment at Todd. He put there. You see. So you've got to shout, because it doesn't highlight them for you when it's your name in front when on my end.
Sorry, I didn't realise I was supposed to be reading these. Sorry.
Addy Cheney's in the house as well, and Flitzy's in. Don't know if you saw. But Inkatasa says, are you looking forward to the new Star Trek series?
Yeah, is that September? Is it? It's coming out. The trailers look good for it.
Don't know.
And why are you shaking your head like that, Dean?
I lost my virginity a long time ago.
Echo. No, it does. It looks really, really smart.
I haven't seen who's in it. Then I haven't seen anything. I don't. Is there famous people in it?
Yeah, the girl from Crouch. See, more geek shit. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. The girl from that. Oh, what's her name?
The young one or the old one?
The old one.
Okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure she plays the captain in it.
Oh.
I've got to go because Maurice Heath has just reminded me that the second season of Preacher, first episode's just up, so it's been lovely talking to you, but I've got to go and watch it. I completely forgot about that.
Are you going? Are you really going?
No.
Are you sure?
I'll keep talking. Look, vape related stuff.
Do you want to say anything about that? Show that to the camera or anything?
Where's my camera? I'm looking at it.
You're a bit potatoey, I think, but hopefully people will get the idea. I'll present you.
That's the Michael from Vape. I've got to stop saying Vape. It's a thing with a clickety door on the bottom, and it's got the V. Is it the VO board? And it's in it, and it's It's all right. It's not terrible, but that door in the bottom just winds me up something wrong.
And do the batteries not press against the door?
They do, but because the batteries are like, if you like, there on that side,
right?
So there's no pressure because of the way the door's been designed. There's no pressure on this bit here, and you can actually, if you slide it on a tabletop, that's the door come off. So it's a shame. It's a shame. And that everything else I've got's too expensive.
That's fair enough. Just a quick one. Thank you very much to Paul Ratcliffe for your £10 donation to the Dizzy Fund. That's very kind indeed, and that's brilliant. Thank you, and also to Shane Wiseman for the £5 donation as well. That's incredibly kind. Yes, every little does help, so it's much appreciated. Thank you so much. Oh, I had it on you the whole time then. Now then, Todd, you've lost your tan, says Daniel Wright.
No! Have I? No,
no, you still got a bit of it, I think.
I still blend in with the chipboard. It's not too bad.
Have you got any tips? Seeing as it's summer in the UK now and people have got their tans, how do you keep yours?
I spend 95% of my time in a shed, and I live in Scotland. So, any advice is but everybody in Glasgow is this colour anyway. That's the Glasgow tan, orange. So
nice. What have we got here? Liam Shepherd, Vape and Biker and Todd's reviews. Thank you for that. I won't worry too much about that now. Can't remember what that was. Did Liam ask about Star Trek? Was that what it was? I think that might be what it was. What else have we got going on here? Vape and Biker, e-liquid concentrates are stocking Psycho Bunny. Oh, are they? That's good to know. I have been quite the fan of the well baked from Psycho Bunny. Didn't know it came in a concentrate, so that's worth going on with. Talking about concentrates, Mr. Todd, how are you getting on with your custard?
Is that the one that you gave me?
Yes. No.
The offended by fenders.
No, that's the one I gave you.
Yeah. Oh, but the one that obviously when you have liquid, not many people know this. That you should put it in a dark place out of direct sunlight. Just some
inside joke there. We were on a hangout this morning, and it was just there on the shelf behind him,
just there. So, but no, it's look at the color. It's changing color quite nicely, and I think it's getting there. It really is getting there.
Fantastic.
But, I really do like the code red. I mean, that's how much of that I've gone through in 3 days, 4 days possibly.
That's pretty impressive, to be fair.
That's thoroughly enjoying that.
Fantastic.
And thank you for putting me onto it in the first place.
That's quite all right. No worries. And yeah, so if anyone else is thinking of Darkstar or looking for a cheap custard, Darkstar Cerberus, the code red as suggested by Mr. Todd, and Athena as suggested by my good lady wife. Jay's Vape Reviews has come up with something which I am on board with for at least trying out, because I'm unsure. The new series with Seth MacFarlane that looks like a little bit like a funny spoof of the sci-fi shizzle.
Oh, we talked about this already, and neither one of us laughed through the trailer.
No, we didn't, did we?
You really want it, but it looks like a rip-off of Galaxy Quest.
Now that was a show that should have been. That was a film that should have been a show.
Yeah. People are probably going, what are they talking about?
If you've not seen it, go and check out Galaxy Quest. It's got Tim Allen as a captain. It's marvelous.
Yes. Blah. So I'm just reading. Morris Heath says again that the SMM Serpent is an airy bugger. I totally agree. Well, it's not airy, but it's a restricted lung hit.
Yeah, I mean it's nice enough. You're not going to be clouding your tits off with it, but it's a nice airy, I think.
Yeah, but you'll never mouth the lung with it. That's for sure.
No. They just don't work like that. Shane Wiseman, thank you very much for your £5 donation. That's incredibly kind of you and much appreciated. That will all go into the Dizzy Fund, as I keep saying, but thank you very much indeed. I do keep repeating myself on that just so people know that I'm not going, oh no, I'm just going to go and pocket a load of money. Even after YouTube take their cut, the bastards.
Yeah.
Legion Vapes, Vaping Biker, do you ever feel bad that your missus lets you have an office in the house and Todd's makes him sit in the shed? Not in the slightest, Legion Vapes. I like the idea that Mr. Todd is banished outside. It makes me feel somewhat better for a short period of time.
But I don't get any. No, I was going to say I don't get any hassle out here, but you know that's not the truth.
But also, yeah.
Yes,
you can get away with more up there. You can guarantee that at a time, if I try and buy something that I'm thinking, oh, I possibly shouldn't spend a few quid onto that on Amazon, that'll be the time that the one time in the week where my good lady comes up and brings a cup of tea just as I'm hitting that kind of buy now button. It just all goes horribly wrong.
Yeah, but you see, I've got the problem whereas Karen works from home. So I've got the camera in the front door now. So when I see the van coming, I have to run through the house and get to the door before he knocks. Before Karen comes down.
I like that. Daniel Wright says he's waiting for your Haku review.
The Haku I have got on this just now. That's the what's that? The X1C2. Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. The Vape Droid. And that's the Haku there, but this is the edition. This is the open deck, if you like. I think the Cruiser, is it the Cruiser it's going to be called? I'm pretty sure the Vaping Bogan put up a review for this just a couple of hours ago.
Oh, okay. No, don't tell them that. They'll bugger off and go and watch him instead.
Oh, that's a good point. But I am more interested in the other version, which has the reduced chamber or the reduced deck inside it. But yes, there's an awful lot of hype about this.
There is.
Too much. Far too much.
I don't really understand it. It doesn't seem that it's so far away from some of the other atomizers that we've seen of late.
It's not. In all honesty, it's not. No. That's my honest take on it. And whilst I love the guy that's making it and I think he's a sound bloke, hype's a dangerous thing.
Yeah, absolutely. L Ashton, you didn't like the color combo on the Reborn. What color trio would you choose? Now, I think I've got an idea why you've asked that question. Ms. Ashton? So I don't know whether you're a Mrs. or
awesome.
It's not awesome at all.
It's beautiful.
But you have got matchy tank and things, so that's always nice.
Yes, I've got 3 matchy tanks to go with it now.
There you go. Flash show off. But actually, L Ashton, if you could do me a huge favor and just drop me an email or a Facebook message or something, just so I can message you about something, that'd be awesome, please. And I'd really very much appreciate that. Queer Vape says Vaping Biker Todd's reviews. I'm very excited because it's going to be super diverse with women of color in main roles and minorities represented. I imagine that's going to be the Star Trek thing. I think.
Well, unless it's your next vape show, I don't know.
Well, this is true. And Sneath just contributed £10. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Right now, who else has got? I'm kind of trying to. Oh, hello. Todd's Reviews has just commented VT Inbox is still a great mod. There you go. Well done. Multi-purpose, multitasking, multi-fucking something. I'm not. I keep leaving leaving you presenting on the screen. Anyway, has anybody got any questions for either Todd or myself? Because like I said earlier on, we're not going to be doing a 2-hour. Oh Christ, it's an hour already. We're not going to be doing a 2-hour monster this evening. So if you have got any questions you want to ask us, please jump in, get them started fairly sharpish. Start them with @Vaping Biker or @Todd's Reviews, and that'll help and make sure that that we see them. If you do see one addressed to you, Mr. T, then make sure you you shout it out.
Yeah.
Zio Zalin says, "Did you get my super chat?" I'm just having a little look here, Rio. Oh yes, sorry, €9. I'm so sorry that I didn't see that one, Zio. Thank you very much indeed. That's very kind of you. Oh, I'd have felt terrible if I'd have missed that. Right. Anyway, you're a bellend.
Well, you said I had to type it.
I'm not even going to answer. David Mottram, that Vaping Biker @Todd's Reviews. Where are my birthday cards? I haven't got you one because I don't believe in birthday cards, so that's my excuse.
I'm from Fife in Scotland, and we are notoriously tight-fisted. So
there you go. That's that fixed. Aaron says, any recommendations on a good parallel mechanical box mod? Now that's something we don't see very much of.
Very true. Pass.
Well, we've had the Geek Vape one. Is that mechanical series? I can't for the life of me remember, you know. The Geek Vape was a good mechanical, affordable dual thingy, but mechanical. I don't think I've got any mechanical unregulated. Have you?
No, they've got MOSFETs in them, or
Yeah.
or their series, or no, I've not got any.
No. If you go for unregulated, though, I would strongly suggest checking out Silverstein Vapor at the old school Titans, just because they're Titans and they've been around forever and they're very, very good. And if you're in the UK, then you can always go and check out Frost box mods. Is that what they're called? Frost mods? What are they called?
Frost mods.
Frost mods. Yeah, go and check those out. They're in the UK.
Oh no, Frost box.
There we go. There.
And True Vape used to do they used to do great box mods as well. There's another British company.
Oh, splendid. There we go then. Matt doesn't no. It's not something that I've used for a long, long time. I don't even know if Matt still doesn't. But this I fucking loved when I got it, and he sent me this. Remember this big monster of a mod? A dual parallel 18650 Squonk mod. Now, obviously, the Squonk bottle's not in there currently, but that is an absolute beast. Now, if you like squonking and you like big freaking mods, then check out M Vapes and see if he still does them, because if he does, they're bloody marvelous. And you can cloud your face off on there. You can get your Goon or your Cosmonaut on there, build it down to a very sensible low level, and yeah, cloud your tits off.
That would be good if you put a mod maker 510 in that.
Yes.
Because that was the only issue I had with mine, was the 510 was a bit meh. But
it's Fat Daddy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I might actually change that out and put one in. I might do that. Good call, Mr. T. Vaping Biker, oil or wax for your beard? You've got to oil it. You've got to oil it just as you get out of the shower to help it soak in the goodness of the fluids, and then
wax myself.
And then balm afterwards. Schwartzy, I'm not even. No, Norwich is shit. Did you? He's asked a daft question about pedestrianisation of Norwich City, which is where I live. But here's a good one for you. The one-way system in the city of Norwich, which is quite a substantial city, was designed by a guy that doesn't have a car license. How good's that? Useless information for you.
Thanks for sharing that.
That's quite right. Deborah Connor says, Vaping Biker and Mr. Todd, Dot Box 200 or Minikin V2. What would you both pick? I would pick the Minikin V2 every day of the week. What about you?
I haven't got a clue what the other one is, so I'll go for the Minikin V2. I really like the Minikin V2.
I do. It's one of those mods that I didn't realize until I looked this morning, whenever I did the Asmodus one, that I've had this for fucking ages now, and I've used it a lot. And I've got a few dings on it, but it's generally held up pretty darn well.
Yeah, they're good mods.
Really good. Really good. So worth going and checking those up with. What else have we got going on here? Rick Mason, what's your thoughts on RDA clones? Any good? Fit and finish, not as good, obviously, but what about the build and vape experience? I've had varying input with clones. We're not going to get into the big clone authentic debate, but I don't personally support clones, and I don't think that with the affordable mods that are out now, there's any need for them. And I've seen some that have just been downright dangerous, or insulators have melted as soon as it's got slightly warm, or various things that's going to go horribly wrong. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Anything that you'd like to add?
No, I mean, why bother? I mean, I think you did a good analogy on the fake Rolex.
Yes.
Past couple of weeks, I think you did it.
Yes.
Which was very good. But I mean, when you've got, I mean, like the Suck My Mod with Tofu tank for £25.
Yeah.
Why bother with a clone? It
exactly.
doesn't make any sense.
The little Maze RDA, which I reviewed just before I came on live. This is Steam Island selling this little 22mm single coil flavor squonking friendly RDA for 23 quid.
Oof.
I mean, and it looks awesome, and it does a pretty darn good job as well. And that when you've got something like that for 23 quid, why on earth would you want to buy a clone?
Yeah.
Bearded Snakeman, are you going to save this? Yes, it will be going up onto the channel as per usual. I feel like I may have missed quite a lot of comments. Shane Wiseman, if you don't like the color of your Minikin Reborn, I'll buy it off you. Well, Shane, that is going to be going into the raffle box for Buster in when I do the update video tomorrow. That and a few other bits and bobs are going into that raffle box, those raffle boxes as well. Hopefully to try and get a little bit more money in there because we're so close to the total. Sharon or drag, says Tom Atwood. I'm not thinking he's asking if that's a weekend, preference. Voopoo drag? Voopoo drag. Who did the Sharon? Someone did the Sharon. Can't remember who that is.
Thought you were just making these names up as you went along.
No. Now then, Legion Vape says, Vaping Biker Todd's reviews. Have you seen that Asmodus are coming out with a few Atties?
Asmodus have been doing Atties for a wee while now.
Yeah, but they've got that kind of really. I've seen the really funky one that's got a really strange kind of quite curvy top cap. Looks a little bit sort of bullety with things.
Yeah, not seen it.
Yeah, it looks quite cool. We haven't got one yet. We're not special.
No.
Flitzu is asking a question that I think that we can both answer. How drunk are we going to get at Vape Fest?
Let's say you're going to be there on the Friday night, Flitzy. If he is, Friday night, I intend to get wasted.
Really?
Yes, as long as Daniel Muddett stays away from me and doesn't break my ribs, I'll be fine.
What else have we got going on here? Any questions? Don't forget, if you've got questions that you want to ask either myself or Mr. Todd, start it with at Todd's Reviews or at Vaping Biker. Flitz is going to be there on the Friday, by the way.
Woo-hoo! I'll see you in Edinburgh anyway, mate. So job's a good one.
Fantastic. Now then, I don't know if Flitz. I don't know if he's a big drinker. I imagine that even though he's a skinny guy, I reckon he could possibly put a fair few away. So I think we might have to work a little bit hard to break him.
Yeah, he's the coolest guy in vaping.
Without a doubt. I just want to see him vomit on his suit or something.
Well, I think Grant's asked me this a couple of times. Sorry, question. Any plans on reviewing the billet box V4? No, because I showed it off a few times in the vlogs, and yeah, that was it. sorry, terribly sorry. But there's loads of reviews out there already.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just so I'm not going to go into it again, but I do want to ask it. Inkatatis said, buy a clone and see if you like the authentic high-end Atty before lashing out loads of dosh, only find you don't like it.
No.
But again, depending on the clones I've bought, I've bought when I first started vaping clones, and I have had an authentic and had a completely different experience. So it's not always a good indicator. There we go. Right, now then, Peter M. What sort of upkeep do I need to do on a gold-plated BF pin?
Just wipe it down.
Big advantage of gold plating means that it's not going to patina unless you, does it patina even if you leave it for extreme amounts of time? I haven't seen it personally.
No, just wipe it down with a cloth. That's all you should ever have to do.
Yeah. Absolutely. Paulie Vapes is saying you're looking forward to the Entheon from Cyclone Mods. Is that their tank or their RDA? You can answer that one, Paulie. That'd be great. I may have put my foot in it with one of them if it's neither. Todd, is there an RDA that can be used for mouth to lung?
Do you know, modern ones, not some. Well, there is some. Not many, but do you know, I'd go in the classifieds and pick myself up an old Origin or something like that. You'll get them for buttons and possibly the best mouth to lung you'll get on an RDA.
Well, I'm going to throw something in the mix now, which is most unlike me on this one. I am going to go for the No Name Mods No Legal.
Yes, that's very much all the no name stuff, actually. All their RDs.
That little puppy right there, and you've got these air hole things here, so you can have. It looks as though you've got the option of having loads of air, but you really haven't. It's tight. It's tight.
Yeah,
marvelous. So yes, the no name. Then even if you can get the no name, no pity from like a year or so ago, I reviewed it last year, and it's fabulous. Really, really good. Someone's come up to both of us here. Pappy Sauce. Why did Geek Vape stop the GS100? Blessings from Minnesota. No idea. There you go. Ta-da! Because it's vaping and shit moves ridiculously quickly.
Yeah.
Dave McShane says, looking for a bit of advice, guys. I'm about to start on cod oil for my condition. Are there any zero nicotine e-liquids I could look for? What?
Cod oil?
Cod oil for my condition. Are there any zero nicotine e-liquids I could look out for as first go, as I'm an ex-smoker? I don't know what you mean there, David. Thinking that cod oil, if you're having fish oil, that's kind of something that you would have as a spoonful or in food rather than in e-liquid. But yeah, I mean, any zero e-liquids. I don't know if he's asking if there's any good zero nic e-liquids out there. I don't know. Clarify that, David, if you wouldn't mind. Oh, that just jumped. David Mottrom's vaping the no legal right now. It's a lovely little tootle vape. What about the Rose V3? I haven't had one. You've had one.
Yeah, well, that's an RTA. It's not an RDA, but that's a good point because I mean the old Snapdragon. The Eden Snapdragon. If you're after that, you can get a good mouth to lung in that if you want.
Gotcha.
That's a good idea. You can pick them up for buttons now as well.
There you go. Things go cheap, which is nice. They're releasing something new at Vape Fest, I believe, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Am I allowed? I don't know if I'm allowed to say.
No idea, but they're doing something at Vape Fest. There you go. David's saying it's CBD he's talking about, but I don't know really anything about CBD, so I can't really help too much with that one, unfortunately, buddy. Don't Geek Vape have a new score coming out soon? Yes, they do. Kaz, where did Vandy Vape come from in such a short time? So many tanks and reviews, never heard of them before. Short time ago, that was Stephen Z. Is it? I think his name is, that used to work for Geek Vape, who left Geek Vape and started off Vandy Vape. So there's similarity between a couple of the items that those guys produce, and that'll be why. So there we go. I knew something. Look at that. Look. Who knew? Right. Any more? Here we go. Look, Todd, Vape and Biker. What's the legal status of drippers post TRPR? I work in a shop. We're not permitted to sell them. There's interesting on there. Hasn't there been an update of late as well?
Yeah, it was basically that they could change it as they liked, basically.
Yeah.
They could change the rules as they went along.
Absolutely.
What was it? They were basically, it was to get around the companies that were selling RTAs with the bits that you could just take out.
Yeah.
So they've done a workaround in that. But do I want to say this? Oh, feck it, I'll say it. It's your show. Basically, the standing that a lot of the shopkeepers that I know and have spoken to, until there is an actual court case as such, where somebody's taken to court over selling an RDA, then most of the shops are continuing to sell them.
Mighty high.
Simple as that. But it's down to the individual shop owner whether or not they want to take that risk.
Yeah, yeah, of course. L. Ashton says, have there been any pod systems coming out in the UK? Now, I can't think of any that the UK has generated. Jack Vape haven't done a pod, have they?
No, not that I'm aware of, no.
No, I don't know of anyone in the UK that's made them, but the difficulty is the nicotine levels that a lot of them seem to have. Now, I do know that Envy, who do this little puppy, are now producing empty containers, empty refill containers, so you can put your own juice in there.
Lisa Love Nail says the bow. The bow is from France.
Ah, yes, yeah, the bow. I've got the bow. I've got a bow somewhere, and that's rather good. Yes, so that's the thing. That's very good. But yeah, I mean, even then though, I've got a feeling that that's quite high nick. I could be wrong though.
The bow, the bow comes in 12 and 18, I think it is.
Oh, does it? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's right then. That's very wrong.
Or it used to. They might be doing lower now, but I mean, they had lots of different flavors like Milkman and stuff like that. Shamrock Shake.
Okay. Cool. I like that one. Beyond Birthday, what flavor do you recommend from Dark Star? As we said earlier on, Beyond Birthday, I imagine you're a late joiner. We're not going to penalise you for that. So I'm going to say Athena and Cerberus, and Mr. Todd will say
Code Red or Cerberus.
There we go. Boom. Done. Roasted, as Mr. Grimm says. Now then, what else have we got here? Any more questions before we kind of calm things down a little bit? Todd's Reviews, Len Dean, your Typhon BT. Now you're all right. Probably not really something that I'm into, to be fair, not going to lie. Now then, so finishing up, any more questions at Todd's Reviews, at Vaping Bike, and nearly forgot my own name then, before we close off. Let's say we've got 7 minutes to 11 o'clock now. So 11 o'clock will come to an end. So I'm giving you a 7-minute warning, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm good like that.
I've just noticed Rick Mason has just said, Vaping Biker, lol, that's a thing. I just recorded a review before I came on to this. And I said, well, that's a thing. Oh, no.
I'm getting into people's heads. Niji, thank you so much for your $10 contribution. That is incredibly kind of you. Thank you very, very much indeed. It's a very lovely lady, and that will be going into the Dizzy Vet pot. Thank you. Vaping Biker Triple X or Admiral? Oh, that's a tough one. I guess it's all down to form factor on that one. I haven't tried the copper Triple X either, and I know that has a different button to the brass one. So, to be honest, I think I'd probably go towards the Admiral because in copper. Todd, Vape and Biker, any plans to review a series for mouth to lung starter kits? Smokers looking to switch for something that mimics cig, as we vapers want something to recommend to our friends. Good question. From M3N9111. There we go.
I'm going to be completely honest and say that I find it incredibly hard to review a mouth to lung device now. And I was a big, I still mouth to lung occasionally, but I find it hard to vape a mouth to lung tank just because I've moved on so much now. So
yeah, absolutely. And also, I don't know about you, but I don't really get a whole bunch of mouth to lung stuff and starter kit wise. I don't really get a whole lot of that coming in. I had a little sort of influx of the pod systems, but I ended up not going through a full review of those because of the high NIC levels and the TPD and all that sort of stuff. And I know that's very centric to the UK, but I try and cover as many people as I can. So yeah, I mean, that was sort of just a bit of a challenge. So and also I can't vape fucking 20 milligram and 50 milligram and all that. Fucking no chance.
I mean, things like the AIO, I mean, that's a great bit of kit for a start. We sold shitloads of them at work. To starters. Really good. Yeah.
So I know some people are having issues with the T20, but I'm still getting an okay time with it. I've not had any issues. I've had it sitting on my desk for ages. It's not leaked on me at all, so I've had no problems at all. But I have heard of people having leaking issues with them.
That would be me then.
Well, and others, but yes. Also, I'll tell you who is good. Who made this? Can't remember. Jaywell. Check out Jaywell, because Jaywell do things like this little piece of kit that I had for ages ago, which is not a pod system, but it's a little refillable tank like that. And it's magnetized, and you've got the air holes. Fuck, that needs a clean. You got the air holes at the bottom there, and depending on which one you choose is dependent on where you pop it in the little as your father there. And that's actually, they do this, and they do kind of a long thin one, whoever misses, which does quite a good job. So that's worth a check out. Nearly stabbed myself then.
You want to block somebody here, mate?
Oh well, that's a nice person, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm on it. Boom.
I hate it when my dad comes on Hangouts. It's so bad.
I don't understand why people go, I know what I'm going to do. I am going to just go and spam the fuck out of someone. Gone. Well, anyway.
I don't care. It was you was having a go at.
They're gone now, so fuck them. Now then, what else have we got going on? Kaz, please check chat. Done. Banned. There we go. I think we've done that one. Now then, Vape and Biker, Zio Azalin. Looks to me that here in Italy, there's no restriction on tank capacity. Not sure if that's because the TPD interpretation or because of a complete disregard of it. I imagine that I don't know how the Italians have actually looked after how they've interpreted the TPD at all, to be honest. But I don't know. Do you?
Everybody took different slants on it. I mean, like Germany. I mean, that's why I think 10 mil is the capacity in Germany, because obviously I'm now part German, haven't been there, and
well, of course,
yeah. But yeah, each country was different.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I think David, thank you very much for your £5 contribution. That'll go into the Dizzy Fund. Very kind of you. Thank you so much. It is. Did I miss another one? I don't think I did.
No, you didn't, buddy.
No, need you is the last one. That's cool. Vape and Biker, how much choice do we have here in the UK in regards to RDTA since TDPs, but TPD has hit us? 2 mil. That's as far as you've got, really. Yeah. 2 mil. Unless someone's being a bit cheeky and having the higher one, which does happen. That I think pretty much covers it. With about a minute to go, have you got anything in the anything that you want to tell people? Mr. T?
No. I'm now going to go and watch Preacher. But thank you.
That's what's new tonight, is it?
Yeah.
I thought you said creature earlier on, and I just smiled politely, thinking I could ask you later on what the fuck you're on about, you weirdo.
I'm Scottish, not Welsh, mate. Come on.
Oh, crap. Let's go. Oh, I'm not going to be able to watch it tonight because Vicky's going to be going to bed. Oh, no. Well, that's tomorrow's viewing sorted out. Addy Tooney, thank you very much for your contribution to the vet bill. You're very sweet. You're an angel. Thank you so much indeed. Addy's a fucking nice bloke, isn't he?
Very nice man.
And does some marvelous coils.
Yes.
Right, I think we are coming to an end. Thank you so much to everybody that's watched tonight. I do appreciate every one of you that does. I know that if you've got this far and you've watched it on the rerun, I can't. It's weird to say that, but yeah, if you're watching this as the recorded version, thank you so much for staying towards or this far into it. If you're watching this, and I will see you very, very soon. There will be a whole mess of reviews. Can't talk reviews coming out over the next week or two. I have a massive amount in my review queue that needs seriously attacking, and hopefully we'll get there. Once we can do that, and the vape world doesn't go bonkers for a little while, then we can be on top of things and do some other cool stuff, which hopefully you guys are going to be getting to check out. Now, just in case you don't see us again, myself and Todd will be at Vape Fest in the UK.
Yes.
When is it?
August. No, August. August.
Sometime in August. Check out, if you Google UK Vape Fest or Vape Fest UK, that'll tell you all about it. But we'll both be there, so we'll be happy to say hello to you, and we'll talk about that much nearer the time. But if you've not booked, if you're thinking about going but not booked a hotel yet, please get that done sharpish, because otherwise you're going to be screwed. You're just not going to be able to find anywhere. I think that pretty much sums it up. I think that really does do everything. We've covered everything we can. We've talked a lot about with you guys. So thank you so much for everyone that came on and said hello. And hopefully we got to answer a bunch of you. Thank you so much to everyone that's contributed to the channel. It's much appreciated. And yeah, that's it. I think we should go now. Right? Should we do it? Should we blow a big old cloud to say goodbye? Now you're a sub-owner. Put a snapback on as well. Go on. Make sure you go out there and have it very, very large. Get the clouds going. No. I've lost the button.